There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Now it's Batistuta. Raspilicueta.
And the return pass. He's chosen to go back. Well seen, saw that coming.
Messi.
Oh, that's a key interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, easy pickings there.
Raspilicueta. That's Rabiot.
And it's Shevchenko, who played through for the wide man. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Oh, extraordinary.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, couldn't quite catch up to that. Bensebaini. First quarter of an hour gone. Barcelona are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bruno Fernandes. Cannavaro. Mbappe chasing after it. He can run onto that. And it's made its way to him. Shapes to shoot! And it's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Barcelona are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Batistuta going about things with real menace.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Messi! And no mistake. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's a fine interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, sweet feet. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Chance for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And there is his 30th goal. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And that has left him in a heap. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Perez. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, well played. Perez. Bruno Fernandes.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Shevchenko. Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Cruyff. Rabiot. That's the end of the first 45. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So straight into the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Perez has the space to scheme. He's a sharp little ball here.
Perez clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Cruyff. Chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Cruyff has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Not the most accurate pass. He won't be happy with that one. Bensebaini. Chouameni.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Batistuta. And here's Shevchenko. Wriggles his way through. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. And the finish! It's wide, but not by very much.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Rabiot. And it's Mayulu. Shevchenko. Rabiot. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Alexander-Arnold. That looks a good ball through. This looks promising. Looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! That's a lovely, neat pass. Now that's well seen too. And here's Perez. Mayulu receives it in a good position here. And it's a corner.
Substitution on the field.
It's their
15,
second corner of the game.
Johan Cruyff. Number 23, Messi. Number 21,
Alexander-Arnold plays it short.
Number 6, Vinicius Junior.
And he's in on the... There's the shot!
Number 22,
No, just not quite.
Yamal. Number 14,
Mateus.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 13,
Yamal, and he's running through, tries a shot, and that's a good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. That was easy, almost too easy.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager...
He's having a hit! And that would have been game, set and match.
Rummenigge clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
He's had it taken off him. And it's Bellingham. Now it's Bale. It's Bale! Gareth glittering Bale! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are disappearing out of sight. Rashford! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, that looks a decent ball. Messi gets into a good position. Opts to play it back. Camavinga. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Disappointing, very disappointing.
Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. And they are right back within touch. Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Still behind by 2, is there a way back into this? Rashford is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Yamal. Fagioli. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. And here's Shevchenko. Quality ball. No way through. Well, that is one way to stop him. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Time added on, 4 minutes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That's that, the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway.
Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic...
Oh, what has happened here? Looking for options for movement. Zielinski. Ferran Torres. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nicely aimed pass. Played out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Messi tries to pass it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Chooses to go cross-field. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Rabiot to Bruno Fernandes. Perez. And here's Perez. It's Perez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. Plays it across. And it's hoisted clear. Zielinski strokes it back.
I would think that was the wisest choice.
It's Perez! Oh, it's hit the post! Goes long and straight. Chance here to counter. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, well measured. Good ball, good take. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Zielinski. Baini. And it's Perez. And it's Rabiot. Some really good ball movement. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Roberto Carlos. Bruno Fernandes gets on his bike and on the move. Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. There they go, hunting in packs. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yamal. And he's forced to go back. Pass is just off target.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Perez. And the counter is on. That's a good ball out wide. Baini. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. That's a sharp pass. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Raspilicueta to Bruno Fernandes. Zielinski. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's superb. And he's heaved it away. Zielinski. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pele. Well, they could break here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Wriggles his way through. Now it's Zielinski. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Zielinski. And he's chosen to go back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
And that is the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. The second half, decent chance! Well, this ended up in no man's land. Zielinski. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, they could be caught. Big chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. And that is out of play. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Another throw-in. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Pele. Beckham going forward. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Romero. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Messi. And it's Azpilicueta. That has been cut short. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, Red, nice interception. 60 minutes played. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Romero. This is a promising build-up. Kvaratskhelia to Beckham. It's a searching pass. And no, that was never going to make it. Chouameni, Rabiot.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
It's Perez! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Pass somewhat off target. Rabiot. Zielinski. For Ferran Torres. Perez. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Ferran Torres! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona have their third corner. Perez! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Perez is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Romero. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Rabiot.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Looking tidy in possession here. It's crossed into the middle. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Rabiot. And it's Perez.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise.
Brilliantly cut out. Zielinski. Perez. That's a look and place it forward. Out towards the flank.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Bullet never out of the action for very long. Chouameni. Perez.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. And it's Azpilicueta.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Nicely shaped ball. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff.
This is a lost
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And we're underway. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Zielinski. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. This is a promising build-up. Ferran Torres going forward, pinches it off him. And it's Messi. Messi makes a move down the right. Neither of these... Messi! And that is a save of real quality, not easy by any means.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
He won't be happy with that one. He's a sharp little ball here. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Barcelona already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances. Neymar venturing down the left. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Perez. And it's Schneider. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. First quarter of an hour gone. Schneider. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's quick to snatch it back.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Bruno Fernandes makes a dash for it. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Pirlo conjures time and space where few can.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He has found the way through. Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pirlo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Opts for safety. Bruno Fernandes. Schneider. Rabiot. Well timed, excellent interception. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Closing in on goal. It's Eto'o! It's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to this.
Eto'o! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, that was sharp, deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Can he finish? And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Shapes to shoot! Costa Curta can clear it away. And it's Zielinski. Now it's Rabiot. Zielinski. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Eto'o. Now it's Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Ferran Torres. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes is fouled. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Nicely aimed pass. Shifted upfield. Pirlo. Looking to play him in. Messi. He is through here. Great ball. It's Snyder! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Snyder actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Bensebaini. And he's in on goal. Now there's a decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will. How would you review the first half?
Barcelona are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
There's the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Zielinski. Strong running down that left flank. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Zielinski, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And here's Ferran Torres. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Zielinski, and now the breakaway.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, we expected better, and so did he.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Rabiot. Azerbaijan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Forced to go back. Spread it left. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rabiot. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rabiot. Chouameni. And Bensebaini. Chouameni. To Bruno Fernandes. And here's Ferran Torres. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely close control. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar looking to add to his goal. Neymar. Oh, this is a very good run. That has ended up in no man's land.
Neymar clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Big chance! Fabulous from Ferran Torres! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they are right back within touch!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Barcelona may be down, but not at Perez! And how did he not put that away?
It's a good effort, and you can sense that they're upping the gears. This needs to be sustained now.
He's played it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Neymar. That's been slipped through, and he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Ferran Torres. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he skips past his man. Now it's Eto'o. This might spell danger. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. Courtois must save this. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Azerbaijan, palpably stronger, better, superior. They get a throw in. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively. But it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter. And it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
It's made its way to him.
It's always intriguing to see just how much influence Bonucci has over the game here.
Part of a famous back three, of course, that is written into Italian footballing folklore.
Yeah, and he was the most adept with his feet and build-up play, Peter. I would say his style of play is more sweeper-like. It's going to be his job to mop up anything the backline wins back and then start zipping passes left, right and over the top.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Martinez finds himself offside. Romero. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Fagioli. Benzebaini. That's Rabiot.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
Zanetti.
Porto really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
This looks promising. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Messi.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Zanetti.
Fermin. Robson. Now it's Martinez. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Martinez. Lopez. Oh, nice touch. In towards the back stick. Good read, needed to be. Fagioli. 30 minutes gone. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes running with intent. Tchouaméni not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Rabiot. Right, Shevchenko. Shevchenko going forward. Oh, important interception. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. That has ended up in no man's land. Bruno Fernandes. Driving on and making good progress. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Knocks it into space. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Shoots! Goal! Porto! And we have liftoff! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
That's it, 45 minutes up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Barcelona finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So we're underway for the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Bruno Fernandes.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Neymar. Robson. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Ball played for Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fagioli. And here's Lautaro Martinez.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Nice control. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's onside! That is lovely. That's where it came from. That's good running with the ball. Rijkaard. Barcelona still this single goal behind. Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Nuno Mendes. Robson. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Lautaro. He's had a shot!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Rabiot. Your impression so far, Jim?
Barcelona are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Here's a man in form, and it's Messi. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Shevchenko ploughing through the mid. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! Barcelona are back in business. We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Fagioli. Perez providing an outlet on that flank. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Martinez proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Flings in. Oh, great leap! Goal! Porto! And again they hit the front. Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Substituição para o Porto. Número 5.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Porto have their lead. And it's Shevchenko. Thinks one through. Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
This is a promising build-up.
Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nuno Mendes. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Barcelona are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Rijkaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Just 5 minutes left. Aimed beyond the defence.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Neymar. Showing good feet. He is just caressing the ball.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Rijkaard. And this is Batistuta. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kick-off. Oblak undoubtedly hitting a good patch here. Palpably sharper, visibly more energetic.
Well, he's looked very assured of late. Never looks like he needs to overexert himself. That's a really good sign for a goalkeeper, and it tells you how good his positioning really is.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Messi. Messi! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
And it's Messi. And here's Shevchenko, showing good feet. Look at the and Messi! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Great ball if he can get there. Decent chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Beckham. Shifted it to the flank. Doué. Quarter of an hour played. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Costa Curta shapes to shoot! And that was precious close.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Doué knocks it into space. This looks promising. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Como really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Fagioli to Rabiot. And this is Dembele. Fagioli. Now it's Perez. Looking to play him in. And it's made its way to him. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Modric. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he latch on to this? Doué. Oh, that's fabulous. And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And this is Dembele. Fagioli. Perez. And that's a throw-in. And it's Camavinga. Another throw-in. Marquinhos. Modric. Bruno Fernandes. Messi. Well read. And the danger is averted. Doué. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Yamal is looking to influence the game from out wide. Spread it left. Now it's Doué. Messi. And it's Mayulu. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Knocks it out wide. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Modric. Now Neymar. Neymar makes a dash for it. Oh, well played, well played. Fagioli. The referee's awarded a free kick. Fagioli. Romero. Messi. Great, and Shevchenko! Marvellous goal!
I think this is a very welcome time for a goal, Peter. There was a momentary drop-off in the defence, and he was just too good a player to miss that. A special talent has given us all a very special memory.
Reflections on the goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
And it's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So we're underway for the second half. Barcelona currently ahead by the smallest of margins. He's looking wide. And it's Modric. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Thinks about the shot. Neymar! Oh, it's hit the post! No, just not quite.
Neymar certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Camavinga. Chouameni. Now it's Perez. Looking for options for movement. Messi. He leaps for it! And he has kept it out somehow.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Zaire Emery conjures time and space where few can. Neymar. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, that's nice. Real chance! And it's slung out wide.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And here's Fagioli. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Has to go back here. Can he get it through? Shoots! And the ball's come loose here. Mayulu. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a good position here. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Yamal gets across to intercept that. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Dembele. And it's Doué. Zaire Emery. Nicely spread. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Now that's a fine challenge. Now it's Messi. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh, now he can run away with it. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So a Barcelona free kick.
Well, he has great set-piece prowess. I think you know what's coming, but stopping it, another matter.
El dorsal 44. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15, el dorsal 19, el dorsal 18.
Bruno Fernandes. Mayulu. That's an excellent interception. Zaire Emery. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Messi. Messi. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's found a way through. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Neymar. Over to the right flank. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Doué. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Zaire Emery. There he goes, motoring forward. Now it's Rashford. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Rashford looking to receive it in space. Chance for a shot! Yes! It's all becoming so easy.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
2 minutos de descuento.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
And the shot!
And that's a tidy finish. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And that will be the final act. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So that's got things underway. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Perez. Now it's Perez. It's a searching pass. Camavinga is in a really good position out wide. Always onto this. And he's got away from it. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Great challenge, timed to perfection. Barcelona controlling the possession in this early phase. Rabiot. And it's Perez. Tries to play it through. Brilliantly cut out. And he's there to get it away. Bruno Fernandes. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. So we're still where we started right now. Cafu. Ferdinand. Now it's Messi. Cafu. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Played out towards the right wing. Cafu. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Rabiot. That's Batistuta. No, that's been intercepted. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Great vision. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Xavi Alonso. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Stood up well to him there. Oh, easy pickings there. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he couldn't finish.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
And we have our very first corner. And it's made its way to him, and he shoots! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Oh, it's Batistuta. And it's Messi. Neymar proves too strong. David Villa, that is good alertness. Fagioli. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Threads one in, and that is well cleared. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Fagioli. Cannavaro.
This is the time you need that pace.
David Villa receives it in a good position here. Batistuta makes a dash for it. David Villa! And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And it's Ferdinand. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Cafu. Messi. That is a brilliant interception. Can he get it through? Perez gets into a good position. And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And here's Messi. And this is Messi. And Messi! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's Maldini. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. That has not gone well. Maldini drives forward on the overlap. The ball goes in, and that is expertly dealt with. He's having a shot! And that's in! Batistuta at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Morocco have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Fagioli. Over to the right flank. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's good play. And he was alert to it. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
He's had a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. David Villa. And this is Batistuta. Lovely, now then. He's having a pop! That is decidedly lacking.
Morocco really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Spread to the right. Rabiot chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field. Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's Batistuta, showing good feet. David Villa. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Perez. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Batistuta.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nice bit of trickery. Maldini with the clearance.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And here's Messi. Romero wins the duel this time. Now it's Batistuta. Now, can they get him away? Batistuta.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Nice physical challenge. Now, that pass isn't the best. Messi. Now, that looks a decent ball. Camavinga. That's going wide left. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Truly colourful scenes here. Apt indeed for one of the most diverse and multicultural cities. That is Amsterdam. And those inside this shimmering arena demand the very best.
Raul! That is gorgeous from Raul! Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition when a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish.
Chance for a shot! And no mistake. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Besiktas with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Besiktas have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Dybala. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rabiot. And here's Ferran Torres. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he is slightly undercooked, that one.
Besiktas clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Mayulu. Messi. And he was alert to it. Ronaldinho. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Raul. And he's certainly onside here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Perez. And back it goes. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Knocks it into space. Now it's Ronaldinho. Shot, it's Dembele! Goal, Besiktas! And they get themselves in front! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Besiktas with the lead. And it's Zielinski. Rabiot. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, super ball!
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bruno Fernandes. And here's Perez. Steaming. Perez! It's bounced back off the post. And yes, it's there! That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
And now he has two. So again, we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
That's good play. And it's Zielinski. Bruno Fernandes. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Barcelona have their lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Tchouaméni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. Rabiot. Oh, nicely intercepted. Perez. And this is Ronaldinho. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Dybala. Chance! It's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So a half that has been utterly unpredictable. A real cliffhanger of a first half, which sets us up perfectly for the action to follow. Back on the way then. Looking for options for movement. He's found some space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Raul. That's been slipped through. He has found the way through. Big chance! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Besiktas leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Raul. Tchouaméni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Ferran Torres, and he's had it nicked away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Rabiot.
The attendance
So we've reached the hour mark.
51,832.
That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Quickly taken. Rabiot. And it's Zielinski. That's very neat. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Good ball, good... Ferran Torres! Goal! And with that, he takes home the match ball. And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Not a bad try by any means.
Ferran Torres certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Zielinski. And it's Rabiot. It's Rabiot! Well, now it's a red. Oh, he's been caught napping! Ronaldinho. Raul makes a dash for it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Zielinski. And it's Rabiot. Bruno Fernandes. Ferran, there's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've got their lead back!
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Now then, the ball's come loose. And they've got a throw. And that's definitely not his best.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now. Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 13, Rice. Number 8, Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field, number 16, Rodri. Number 19, Tonali.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Rabiot. Now it's Rashford. Aims beyond the defence. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Brilliantly cut out.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rabiot. And here's Dembele. And here's Forlan. And this is Drogba. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Substitution for Besiktas. Number 14, Dembele. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Maradona.
Besiktas have their third corner. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Rodri. Great ball, and he's in here. That's Tonali, delivered in. Oh, what has happened? Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! We thought they were done, but never say never. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Oh, that's a key interception. Fagioli. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And they can counter here. Maradona. Always onto this. Takes a shot! He lifts the roof! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
And it's Shevchenko. Fagioli. Now it's Rashford. No way through, so back it comes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona can look back at this result with regret. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Well, we're on the way. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, can I bring Ousmane Dembele to your attention? He's been described as a phenomenon and one of the very best. That's high praise indeed, and we've seen some great flashes, but he still has a long way to go to fulfil all of that potential.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Roberto Carlos wins the duel this time. It's a good 30-35 yards out, this.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Rabiot knocks it into space. And that's been won straight back. Oh, that's fabulous.
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And it's Zielinski. Barcelona appearing to have the better of things in these early exchanges. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And claimed it. Messi! But he's left disappointed.
Messi is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Roberto Carlos. Vinicius Junior has it out wide and in space. Bruno Fernandes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh no, he's got that wrong. That ball looks a good one. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Barcelona! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Madrid with the corner. They're first. And a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Now it's Messi. Zielinski. That's a cute ball. Thuram attempts a clearance. Vinicius Junior. Out for a throw. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Into the channel. Vinicius Junior. Oh, lovely Phidias. There's the shot! Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And no, he's seen through all of that. Now it's Messi. Now it's Batistuta. That has ended up in no man's land. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Romero. And it's Zielinski. Bruno Fernandes. Great pressure, plenty of it. And it's Perez. Very nicely done. Perez, there he goes, motoring forward. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Perez. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, he's having a go! Sensational from Vinicius Junior! A finish right from the top draw. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, great run, magical! Zielinski with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
That is a brilliant interception. He shifted it to the flank, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Real chance! And he couldn't finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Oh no, this does not look good. And he shoots! Big moment! Massive goal! Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Barcelona takes a shot! And for the first half, that is that. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So straight into the second half. Not the most accurate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Aimed beyond the defence. And he's heaved it away and reclaimed it in a trice.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Oh, it's Del Piero. Rabiot. Now the Bruno Fernandes! And a neat finish! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the...
He's having a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, he takes home the match ball.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Barcelona visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Oh, I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Batistuta. Now then, the ball's come loose. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 20.
But it's Zielinski.
El dorsal 13. El dorsal 12. El dorsal 15.
Great vision. It's a promising position. And here's Rashford. Good ball, good take. Has to go back here. And that's a good ball. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. Van der Sar clearly engaging in mind games here. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And very quickly, the substitute made. He's rising! Now, who's going to be first to this? Zielinski, spread to the right. Rashford picks it up out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. He's in a great position here. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Traoré. He's gone for goal! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Thuram. Now it's Beckham. Now it's Messi. Beckham providing an outlet on that. Impressive jump! And he's stuck it away! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Madrid get their goal, a bit of respectability restored. And here's Fagioli. Tries to play it through, and the shot! And somehow he kept it out.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Beckham. Beckham, big chance! He's kept it out just.
Madrid certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, this looks sharp. Nico Williams is herring after that one.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Thuram can clear it away. Looking to play him in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's picked his way through. Oh, such a clever touch. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Can he get on the end of this? Tries a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Thuram. At best. Now that looks a decent ball. Mayulu. And it's Messi. A probing pass. And a chance! Well taken goal. They're back within reach. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So could they be onto something here? Ambitious ball here. And that will be the final act. Barcelona can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Barcelona really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Pirlo! It's their first effort on goal. Madrid with the corner. They're first. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Kamavinga. Zielinski. And it's Zielinski. Bruno Fernandes. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Zielinski. Nice bit of trickery. Threads one in, hangs one in, impressive jump! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And he's found the net! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
That's good running with the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. Chouameni did well to stay calm there. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Messi. Well read, nice interception.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Chouameni. Mayulu. He has found the way through. Luis Suarez. Corner. Madrid have their second corner now. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Ferran Torres, and he's in on goal. Chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Barcelona leading now. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Camavinga. Perez. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that. Luis Suarez, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And it's Dembele. It's Dembele! And he has kept it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
So, third corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mayulu. Here's a man in form. That's Rabiot. Zielinski. And it's Perez. Rabiot. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Camavinga. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Bruno Fernandes looking understandably energised after his goal. Looking tidy in possession here. And Mayulu. Messi receives it in a good position here. O'Shea did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Passes short and sharp. And it's Zielinski. And this is Perez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Messi goes short. Mayulu. Cross to the back post. Getting up there! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Chance to go back here. Backward it goes. Madrid have the chance to go the other way.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
He's through here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Sabani. Kamavinga. Zielinski. And it's Rabiot. And the whistle goes for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Barcelona are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Back on the way then. Sabani. Chouameni. Mayulu has created 1 goal already. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Rabiot. And he shoots! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bruno Fernandes with the short one. Kamavinga stood his ground strongly. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi. Rabiot. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Ferran Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Barcelona can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And it's Perez. Rabiot. Here's Chouameni. Mayulu. Looking for options for movement. He is just caressing the ball. And this is Perez. Oh, it's a great ball here. Deftly away. Plays the return pass. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Rabiot to Bruno Fernandes. And that could well leave a mark. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Barcelona gifted a massive chance. So this to extend their lead. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Kamavinga. That's good play. That is a brilliant interception.
Zanetti.
Pele. It's played through for him.
Madrid really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Perez. This is a promising build-up. Chouameni. Can he get it through? Oh, that's neat. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that was vital.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Perez tries to pass it through. No, that's been intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Ferran Torres. Takes a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Perez has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Out towards the flank. Tchouaméni looks to the other side. I think we're just about done here. And it's Zielinski. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Pelé! Luis Suarez.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Bruno Fernandes. Mayulu.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
Here's Zielinski. And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now.
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
so smooth. A signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Galatasaray are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Looking to play him in. He's a sharp little ball here. Messi. Camavinga. Oh, good read. Oh, it's come loose. He has found the way through. Engages and forces him off the ball.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Ferran Torres receives it in a good position here. Ibrahimovic is herring after that one. And this is Ibrahimovic. And this is Messi. Takes the shot! Rising over the bar.
A message to the wise, it's probably better to try and get him behind that defence than try that over and over.
So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Mayulu. Rabiot. It's Camavinga. Perez. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Now it's Zielinski. Tries to pass it through. Rodri. Searching pass he's played there. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Camavinga. Perez does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Barcelona already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Just eases him off the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Mayulu. This is a promising build-up. Desai kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rummenigge. Now it's Hullet. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Nicely weighted ball. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Rabiot. Messi. Looking for the run. Bruno Fernandes is onto this. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Good ball over the top.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bruno Fernandes. Played out towards the right wing.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And Messi! And no mistake! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders,
There
I
will be
think.
1
It's a
minute
very
added
different
time.
game now with 2 up.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's had a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Barcelona sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. The second half is up and running. Oh, nicely intercepted.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kamavinga. Zielinski. And that is out of play. Rummenigge. Hullet. Mayulu. Mayulu making good progress on the right-hand side. Bruno Fernandes, certainly one of the players of the week. And it's Perez. Vieira does well to get it back.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's found a way through.
Galatasaray clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's been played through. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Mayulu. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. And reclaimed it in a trice. Zielinski producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, that's fabulous. Ferran Torres! Oh, it's come off the upright. Thuram can clear it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rabiot. And it's Mayulu. Zielinski has created 1 goal already. Rummenigge.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Ibrahimovic. And he cuts out the supply. Perez. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Messi. Ibrahimovic. Messi. Goes for goal! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Little pass back. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And this is Hullet. Thinks about the shot. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Chouameni. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's Rabiot. Can he get it through? And this is real chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution for Galatasaray, number 6, Vieira, number 20, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge,
Alexander-Arnold plays it short.
Rodri, coming on the field,
Cross to the back post.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Van Bommel, substitution.
Now this could be a chance. Incoming delivery. And he knocks it clear. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Aimed beyond the defence. He's looking wide. Marquinhos eases the ball away from him. He's a sharp little ball here. Vieira. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And that pass just didn't quite work. Baresi. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And it's Serginho. Baresi. Well, that has not gone well. And claimed it back swiftly. Rivaldo. Now Otto. Davids. That's really well manoeuvred. And this is Hullet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Out towards the flank. Courtois gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Vieira. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Knocks it out wide. That's going across goal.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Rabiot. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rivaldo, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Zielinski did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. A searching ball out wide. That is lovely. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Look at the space and the shots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Messi. Mayulu. Very nicely done. Brazil are looking to go forward now. He is through here. And here's Ronaldinho. He's having a hit! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Ronaldinho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's had it. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The first breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
He's being urged to shoot. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Now it's Ferran Torres. Ambitious ball here. Spread neatly. Perez picks it up out wide. Perez proves just a little bit too strong. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Barcelona leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Mayulu for Messi. He's ended up in no man's land. Davids, and it's Rivaldo. And this is Adriano.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
And there's one of the players of the week. And it's been played through. Messi receives it in a good position here. Shot a goal! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Now the team's still separated by 1 goal, but it should be very different. Barcelona up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And we get things going again.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
He's in a great position here. Baresi. Vieira, the man we've all come to watch. Over to the other side.
Well spotted.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And here's Hullet. Rabiot defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Vieira. Ferran Torres to Messi. Oh, he's been caught napping! Mayulu got a long way forward to join the attack. Looking for the run. Adriano. Played out wide. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho's delivery.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
And Hullet! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bruno Fernandes.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Bruno Fernandes. Out towards the flank. Messi is having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory.
Shot, surely!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He leaps for it! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Camavinga. Rabiot. Great vision. Cute ball now. And the shot! No, that wasn't kidding anyone.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Into the last quarter of an hour. Ronaldinho. Just eases him off the ball.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's a promising position. Chance! And that's a sharp finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Serán sustituidos.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And here's the chance to counter. And it's Perez. That's a sharp pass. Romero. And it's Mayulu. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, what chance for a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Barcelona palpably stronger, better, superior. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Towering header! Oh, it's hit the post! And that will be the final act. Barcelona can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Things already rolling.
A proven leader, a proven winner, and a talisman for both club and country, Peter.
Yeah, Gareth Bale is certainly all of those things.
You could almost say he's the perfect attacker, easily one of the fastest players around. And remember all that beautiful technical football that was done at speed, because he always had that pace in his game. And remember his aerial strength too. He was very, very good heading a football.
Mayulu. Serginho calmly anticipates. Busquets. Ronaldinho. That's Busquets. And it's Ronaldinho. And this is Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes. Messi. And it's Zielinski. Perez. Looking for the run. Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, this is a great position. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho stood his ground strongly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, it's Ronaldinho! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Comfortable claim for the keeper.
Bale will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Zielinski. And this is Perez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes. There's the shot! Good effort first time.
Perez cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Messi. Ferran Torres. Pass somewhat off target. Quality ball. Looking to play him in. Schneider. Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Schalke with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. Now that looks a decent ball. Bale! Not a bad try by any means.
Bale just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
And it's Messi. Now it's Ferran Torres. Great vision. He shifted it to the flank. Rooney in acres of space out wide. Perez. Ronaldinho. Rabiot. Now Perez. Knocks it into space. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bruno Fernandes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rabiot. Not the most accurate pass. Serginho. Ronaldinho. Well, that pass isn't the best. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Couldn't squeeze it through. Cannavaro. Schneider. Busquets. Tries to play it through. And this is Ronaldo. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's managed to get free. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Getting up there! Oh, crossbar! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Messi with the short one. Messi. Nice control. And that is expertly dealt with. Rooney conjures time and space where few can. Oh, that's fabulous. Tchouaméni deals with that comfortably.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was...
It's Rabiot! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Schneider.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And here's Ferran Torres, and he's got the beating of his man. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Schalke are down to 10 men. He's having a good look here.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 15, el dorsal 24.
Shevchenko. And a header! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Shevchenko! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And it's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Here's a man in form. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Bruno Fernandes. And that's gone loose. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Bale. Foot in. Bruno Fernandes. Well, played right into his path. Serginho. Ronaldinho. Tries to pass it through. That has not gone well. Rabiot. Mayulu. Romero. And here's Shevchenko. Bruno Fernandes. He's got away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Now it's Perez. And it's Shevchenko. Mayulu. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. Rabiot going forward. Oh, he's found support out wide. Shevchenko receives it in a wide position. Bruno Fernandes, he is onto this. Oh, robust challenge. Busquets. That is ended up in no man's land. It's a pretty loose pass. I think we're just about done here. Camavinga. Can he get on the end of this? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Zielinski. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Nice bit of trickery. Busquets wins the duel this time. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to...